the NBA playoffs continue on EA Sports. Tonight, Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. From Quicken Loans Arena, tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Cavs coming in. They lead this series 2-1 with a chance to get a step closer to moving on at home in Game 4.
And this has been a back-and-forth seesaw kind of series. It's had a little bit of everything now. But I think Game 4 is where the rubber starts to meet the road. This is where the intensity really starts to pick up. And I think we'll see that tonight.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Terrence Ross, huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Here's Atlanta. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
It's a second. One more coming. To Cantor. Nothing going here on that drive. Fine to shoot for Atlanta. Adetokunbo. Oh, that's how it's done.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Fires the three. Well defended. To Trae Young.
No good. And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
The shot, almost. Great dish to set it up. Throws it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Cleans the offensive glass. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Cavs at the control. Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Adetokunbo. Beyond the arc for three. He made his first effort, but not that time. He gets it.
Pick that chin up. This is a game of runs. They were on one, now you might be on one.
Trae Young. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Rebounds taken in by Atlanta. To Trae Young. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
Trae Young. To Adetokunbo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
Wait on it.
Here's a chance from long range. First one, count it. And he hits the second. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Hawks with the basketball. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Fires the 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Driving right to the basket. Montrezl Harrell tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Trae Young to Antetokounmpo. The rebounds cleared by the Cavs. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. To Cantor. Antetokounmpo. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
And as Cantor swats it. Almost. Tough shot in traffic. It's a turnover as they head the other way. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Short jumper won't go down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Kevin Knox powers it through.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Trae Young. Has a look. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Cleveland has the basketball.
Wait on it.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Shot from the lane won't go. From the outside, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Shakes free and hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going on.
From long range. No good. That's great defense. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
To Trae Young.
Yep. Put a roll. Hey. Wait on it. Go, sir. Right here, stop.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
For three. Rebound taken by Portis.
Come here.
To Trae Young.
Run.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Yep.
Won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. To Kevin Knox.
Run.
Oh, he got a piece of it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yep.
It's Atlanta ball. Here comes the screen. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
Wait on it.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Desperation shot here from half court. We're 1 quarter down in Game 4. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. 1 quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Adetokunbo to Trae Young. Adetokunbo to Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Has a look. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
So deadly. Now, look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Three for three. Nice. Giannis with it up top. They trail by 1. To Cantor.
Come here. Run.
Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Yep. Put a roll.
To Adetokunbo.
Wait on it.
Scores from the post.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Got it at the line. Hawks have it.
Yep. Put a roll. Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop.
Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young to Adetokunbo.
What's up? Got you.
Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Adetokunbo.
Got ball. Run.
That's up. Back.
Yep.
Giannis in control of the basketball. They're down 3.
Yep.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense.
Here we go.
To Cantor. And it's Cantor above the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Run.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Yep.
Trae Young to Cantor.
Yep. Put a roll. Hey. Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
5 seconds to shoot. Giannis shoots. Cavs able to clear the rebound.
Here we go.
And scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Adetokunbo.
Run.
That's up. Back.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Kevin Knox. Giannis Adetokunbo rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Adetokunbo. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here comes the screen to Kevin Knox. Rebound comes to Atlanta.
Hey, lock up.
To Trae Young.
Yep.
Adetokunbo. Not going to have it this time.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
What's it? Got you.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a point. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper won't fall.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
Good offense, beating good defense.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Adetokunbo. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
The rebound taken by Cleveland. And counted at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Trae Young to Adetokunbo. To Trae Young.
Come here.
Shot clock winding down to Trae Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bothers just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Kevin Knox. Not loose.
Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
He throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
We've reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. The Cavaliers have the lead, but not by much. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scores for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Hawks are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Steals.
We're seeing a lot of steals in this game, and it's not been one-sided. Each of the teams in this matchup have been aggressive on defense and getting some positive results.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Yep.
Cavaliers with the basketball.
Roll. Yep.
Fires the three. First one goes down. Second of three is good. It's all 3 free throws.
Yep. What a roll.
To Cantor.
Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop. Hey. What's up?
To Adetokunbo. Short jumper stays out.
This game is all about the small victories. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Our team, turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest.
What a roll. Hey. Wait on it. Go, son.
Cavs at the controls. Oh, emphatic slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Run.
Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Welcome to the roller coaster ride of basketball. Just because you are knocking down those open looks in the first half doesn't mean you're going to knock them down all game long.
Count the basket at the rim.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Beyond the arc for three. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second and three. Got it. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Antetokounmpo to Cantor. Count the bucket for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Antetokounmpo. 4-3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
It's a second. One more coming.
Oh, yeah. Good shot, boy. Way to hit.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle to Cantor. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Here's a chance from long range. Around the perimeter. Can't connect. It's no good. Fires the three. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second. Almost. And a putback slam.
Ed, the defense cannot afford to sleep at the wheel. You cannot let the offense get an easy two after a missed free throw. You have to box out.
To Antetokounmpo.
Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Cleveland has the basketball. from long range. Smothering D.
When you have cold shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and get into the rack.
Not done yet. Giannis Antetokounmpo with a piece. That's out. Last touch by Enes Kanter. Time to shuffle things up. Bobby Portis snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Trae Young to Antetokounmpo.
So, I got you right here. Stop.
Able to convert inside.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Antetokounmpo.
Wait on it. Go, so. I got you right here. Stop.
Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
Come here.
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Antetokounmpo. Flushes it home. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Wait on it.
Bobby Portis sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Through three. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all three at the line. Here's Atlanta. To Trae Young. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers him and puts him right on balance every time.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down big. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prime City.
Doesn't get the bounce. To Antetokounmpo. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And scores. Strong take.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Go, sir. I got you right here. Stop.
Going to launch beyond the arc. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
First one, count it. Second of three is good. good. Made the first two, missed the last. To Allen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Grayson Allen. You know he loves a challenge.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Lays it up and in.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's a big finish.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Fires the three. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Trae Young. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. Steps around the defender and puts it in. Nicely done.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Now a whistle, and Cleveland out as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Has a chance? Not that time. To Trae Young.
Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop.
Short jumper won't go down. Short jumper misses. Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Good look that time, but off the mark.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
And he finishes at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Wait on it.
To Trae Young.
Stop.
Beyond the arc for 3. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark.
You're off. Come here. Come here.
No good. To Trae Young.
That's hot. Back.
That's up. Yep.
Here comes the screen.
Just roll.
Trae Young.
Yep.
Cavaliers get possession.
Hey. Wait on it. Go, sir. Stop.
Rebound taken by the Hawks. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big.
Just roll. Yep. Go to roll. Hey. Wait on it. Go, sir. I got you right here. Stop.
Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here we go.
To Trae Young.
You're off. Come here. You're up.
That's hot. Back.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Another chance.
Just roll. Yep. Go to roll. Hey.
Runner here won't go.
I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
To Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive.
Here we go.
Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Adetokunbo. 4-3.
Yep.
That's rebounded by the Cavaliers.
Just roll. Yep.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
You're up.
That's hot. Back.
To Allen.
Yep.
Hawks have the rebound.
Just roll. Yep.
Cantor to Adetokunbo.
Hey. Wait on it. Go, sir. I got you right here. Stop.
And count the basket inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Cavaliers with the basketball. To Allen. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2.
Go to roll. Hey.
To Adetokunbo.
Go, sir. I got you right here. Stop. Hey.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Here we go. I got him. You're off. Come here.
Now a steal by Atlanta.
You're up.
That's hot. Back.
Trae Young to Adetokunbo.
Yep.
Cleveland has the rebound.
Yep.
Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Hawks with the basketball. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Here we go.
And a nice finish at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he's right. I'm watching it happen in person.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Cavs at the control.
Come here.
Oh, he got a piece of knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that. But I did like getting the ball right back. You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here. Stop. Hey. Rotate. Got you.
Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Count that one and a 4-point trip. Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
Yep. Put it roll.
Trae Young to Antetokounmpo.
Wait on it. Go, son. I got you right here.
Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here we go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Slam dunk.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Trae Young.
Yep.
Nice pass to set things up.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
The drive right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release.
It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. Tough make through traffic.
Good shot.
The Cavs are victorious. They've seized control of the 7-game series as they run out to a 3-1 lead. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Cavaliers
Put one in the win column with a solid performance.
And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Hawks put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game stats. Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.